It's hump day. It's Wednesday. This volume turned up. No, I don't. Shoot. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I had the volume all the way down. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. 20, I don't know. 7th, I don't know. I lost track of the days. Anyways, I got the fountain going into Park Lake. I came down here to walk around the lake. I don't know if this will keep going in and out or not. I should have just recorded and uploaded. Because like I said, I don't know if this will go in and out or not. It's 50, I want to say 58. It's 3 something. It's supposed to get up to 58 at 4 o'clock. It's probably 50, I don't know, it feels like 56 to me. Anyway, this is our Park Lake. You can fish here, but you have to release. It's catch and release. But it's fun to catch them. There's a bass in here, bluegill bigger than your hands. It's fun. Anyways, I'm gonna start walking. I hope this stays in. But yes, I had to walk around the Park Lake today instead of walking around up top at the park. Because I started too late, and pretty soon there'll be baseball games. There'll be a bunch of people up there. Here's our dock. Actually, a kayak launch dock. Yeah, it's a nice trail around here. Goes around the whole lake. So I didn't have to go anywhere today. I did housework, got that all done. Vote yes on the recreation levy. So I decided I'd go out and take a walk. Since I didn't have to run. That jaguar. Don't even look like a jaguar. Looks like an SUV to me. What is that? Is that some kind of Toyota? What is that? I like the front of that. Sleek. I won't show their back license plate. Yeah, Toyota Corolla. Thought so. Toyota Corolla. That's nice. But yeah, that doesn't look like no Jaguar to me. So my sister was talking about the electric cars. So I don't think we'll see that. Total electric. I don't think it'll happen for years. Anyway, she was talking about that. Well, those red flowers are pretty. You know what they are? I gotta be careful. Close to poison ivy. Oh, those are pretty. I have no clue what they are.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, those red flowers, I don't have no clue what they are.
They're an old variety. My mom used to have a huge shrub of them. And you see them every once in a while. They're generally very, very large, but they're very old. You don't even see them that much anymore. I don't know what they're called. But they are very pretty. When they're full, they're very pretty.
Oh,
That probably got seeded by a bird or something.
yeah, thank you. People are so nice in our town. They don't even know you. They'll start talking to you. I'd say she drives the Jaguar. she had on expensive clothes. Yep. Yep. That was right. Not like you. I like looking at stuff like that. Uprooted trees. Who's in here? It says 2 people. Hi, whoever's in here. Oh, 1 person left. Say hi. Don't be shy. Maybe we'll see some turtles. The sun's not out though. Usually when it's hot and the sun's out, they come out and sun themselves on the logs in the water. Now that ivy. I could be downwind of that shit and get it. Well, so far it's still, it's not, it doesn't say I'm lost signal on my end. Oh, people fishing. Nice. People fishing. All kinds of flora and fauna here. Little yellow daisies. Oh, look at the mushrooms. See the mushrooms on the side of that log? I'd go up there and there, zoom in a little bit, take you closer, but I don't want to get any kind of oak, ivy, whatever. Don't want to get that stuff again. So, Vicky felt well enough to go eat at Chipotle yesterday. It was nice. We even went inside. I told her, well, we just get carry out if you want. She's like, no, I want to go inside. Anyway, we was going down. It's at our mall. And we was going down to the entrance. And that big sign, a big, like, giant marquee sign that tells what's playing at the movies and tell some of the shops. It was gone. I said, well, that's because that sign's gone. They're getting a new one. And she was telling me the last big windstorm we had was like 60-mile-per-hour winds. Blew it over. I said, oh my gosh, it was a good thing. Because it would have fallen right on a car had there been one there coming in or one there going out. And that thing probably weighed. I mean, they probably put it in with a crane. It has to weigh like tons. Those flowers are pretty. Anyway, I didn't see that. She said it was on Facebook. I did not see that. But yeah, the wind blew it right off its moorings. I have little tiny, maybe I can show you one. There's one. Little purple flowers all over my side yard. These little things. All over the place. And all kinds of dandelions. Because we've had a lot of rain, the dandelions are plentiful. Caroline Ann, hi. Happy hump day. Hope your Wednesday is going well. I didn't have to go anywhere today. So I decided I'll go out and take a walk. I got done cleaning the house. Oh, those are pretty. Look at these. Those are really pretty. I know they're wildflowers, but they're still pretty. Thanks. It's around our park lake. I usually walk around the park up top, but I decided today to come down here and walk around the lake. So hopefully it stays in all the way around, doesn't? I don't lose the internet. But yeah, it's very pretty here, very peaceful. They're having baseball now, so the park is, around this time, it gets crowded with all the baseball games and people, so I decided to walk down here. Oh, there's the blue ones and the purple ones. Aren't they pretty? Oh, I love Mother Nature. My son and daughter-in-law, Charlie and Andy, just went to Seneca Rocks. It's Blackwater Falls in West Virginia. And walked those trails. Seneca Rocks, yeah. Blackwater Falls. Hope I said that right. Somewhere in West Virginia. I've been there before. It's beautiful. I'm glad they got to go for their anniversary over the weekend. Let's see. You love the spring? Oh, me too, yeah. Yeah, spring and fall are my favorite seasons. Yep. Summertime sometimes gets too stinging hot. See what's in the creek. Any tadpoles? Bugs. Such a small creek. Hear birds chirping. Birdie, birdie, birdie. It's not bad out today. I just have a light zipper hoodie on. Short sleeves under. I don't even have to have it zipped. In fact, if I was walking faster, I'd probably be hot. Oh. Dread! Dread, I'm walking around the park like, what you doing? What you doing, Dread? Yeah, it's a path, see? When I have the camera pointed down, you can just see the path, yeah. Yeah, it's a park lake. People over there fishing. It's catch and release. People out walking. It's a nice day out today, Dread. Supposed to get up to 58 around 4 o'clock, which is getting close to 4. I think it's like 56. Feels like to me. What are you doing, Dread? Well, thanks, Dread. Hope I don't lose the internet. Yeah, it hasn't said on my side that it's went out yet. What are you up to today? No good. Causing havoc, chaos. No, you wouldn't do that, would you, Dread? There's people fishing. I just wonder if people take fish. It's supposed to be catch and release. Tell you what, I'd be tempted if I caught a couple big bass, because bass is good eating. And there's some big bass in here, apparently. Try to hurry up so those ladies don't catch up to me, because they're just chatting away. Nice! Hey! How's your thumb? 2 more days till you get your cast off? Nice. That's my grandson Leonidas. He broke his thumb playing basketball. Slade over there? Slade! The one with the real long hair is Slade. You guys catching anything? Okay, well, good luck and have fun. Man, if I'd have known that when I was going around, I'd have walked down there. Jeez Louise. I thought when I seen the long hair kid, I thought, he's got hair similar to Slade's. Oh my my goodness. That's too funny. I didn't see any turtles. Well, I'm not going to see any turtles. There's no sun out and people are talking. Well, I know those boys won't take any fish home because they don't clean fish and they don't eat fish. They might eat fish sticks. Oh, that's too funny. Grandma! It's Leonidas and Slade. And Slade has a twin, Elena. Huh. Somebody said the school only had a half a day today. Probably a teacher in service or something, I imagine. Oh, yeah, I want a bike. My sister, there was a bike left at the house before I cleaned it out. And I said, you want this bike? Because if not, I'll take it. She's like, yeah, I want it. She's never rode it and she never will. Even if she was able to ride it, she wouldn't ride it. She just wanted it because she wants things. That's my sister. Anyway, I was going to ride it. I was going to ride the shit out of that bike. And let these ladies pass me. Stopped to talk to the across the lake at the grandsons, and they caught up to me. Yeah, see that cougar's gone. I figured that woman belonged to that cougar by the clothes she was wearing. So that Toyota must be whoever the boys are with. And then my little bug way over there. Way over there. Well, I hope they catch some fish. It'll be fun for them. I didn't even know they liked fishing. I don't have my freaking cheaters. I can read it if I hold it. It's fun and exercise at the same time. Yeah. Yes. I love to ride bikes. Oh my gosh, I used to ride the hell out of my bike. All over the place. You know, you don't see too many kids riding bikes anymore. Now it's adults. Because they have to sometimes. Anyway. Yeah, I had this light on the front of my bike, and the more you pedaled, the brighter the light got. You had to make the light go by pedal power. I rode the out of that bike. It was fun. Yeah, and good exercise. So I was walking, but yeah, it'd be nice to ride a bike on this path. It really would. Provided by Buckmasters, Roger Morris, Friends of the Park, Village of Barnesville. I tell you what, those boys are in the best spot for fishing here. That spot and this one over here on the end that I'll be coming up on. That's where you catch the fish in here. So what's everybody doing today? Taking it easy? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There's a big old crane. I think it's a crane, I'm not sure, that lives here. Sometimes you'll see him. Usually you see him in the morning and evenings, but once in a while you'll see him during the day. I walk quieter. view of the fountain from this side. See if I can zoom in without messing it up. Ta-da! Getting drunk. I'm going to be getting drunk later on this evening. That's a good thing to do, Dread. Who's this? Oh, I zoomed in. I wanted to zoom back out. See who that is. You like the mountains? Yeah, we have mountains here. West Virginia has more mountains. Michael R., hi. Try to keep... Yes, you got to keep the old bones moving. That's right, Michael R. Uh-huh. Every day, move a little if you can. Yep. Keeps you young. And the minute you sit and you stop, that's when you get old. Yeah, that saying, move it or lose it. Now, if it was real sunny out, there'd be turtles on this tree. They'd be sunning themselves. That's why I see them when I walk here, and it's sunny out. See? That's so funny. I saw the grandkids. Well, 2 of them. I have 10 of them. Yep, I got some beers waiting in the fridge. Usually around 7, I'll pop one open. Once in a while, I'll day drink. If I'm going to stay home or I'm riding with somebody and they're driving, I'll be day drinking. But that don't happen that often. Not because I wouldn't like it to, but just because the opportunity doesn't arise. Huh. Some nice wood for somebody. Yeah, back in here over there on that side is good fishing too. And that's where I saw that crane, but I do not see him. There's some geese. There's some geese over there. It's been so windy here. Oh my gosh. But today it's not. It's really nice. Oh, I can see the sun. It's too what these days? Too Boeing? What? It's too Boeing. What does Boeing mean? Get you a fishing pole. Catch you a damn trout. I had fishing poles. My best friend Billy passed away. And me and him always fished. Hi, Kelly. Good day to you, too. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. It's Marvelous Monday. Hope you're having a marvelous Wednesday, Kelly. But yeah, I had fishing poles and I fished all the time. Billy and I went catfishing at night. We'd catch a bunch of catfish. He passed away and I just couldn't bear to look at him. So I gave him all to my son, my youngest boy. And I don't have any. So either I have to get one back off him or buy a new one. I think I'd rather just buy a new one. I don't know how well maintained those poles are now. He doesn't fish. He's too busy working. He works for the gas and oil company. So he don't have time to fish. I don't even know if he still has them or not. But yeah, I definitely do. It's relaxing. Even if you don't catch anything. I mean, it's fun if you're catching them. It's so much fun. But even if you're not, it's just so relaxing, enjoyable. I'm surprised the internet hasn't went out. I don't know if he's in here earlier, Kelly. I saw my 2 grandsons down here fishing. Two of their buddies. I'm glad they like to fish. Man, a lot of trees are falling on that frickin' wind. One time, I used to live over beyond those woods right there. One time we walked down through the woods. Sister Vicky's husband Gene was leading us with a machete, chopping down the bushes and making a path. We were tripping. We were tripping on acid. We'd come down here to watch the fireworks. They set the fireworks off at the lake. We would come down the back way to watch them because you're not allowed, like, close to where they're setting them off, which would be the other side of the lake where my car's parked. You can't come down in there. They got it blocked off. So we come through the back way. Gene was, I'll never forget that. Gene blazing that trail with that big machete. It was too funny. And oh my gosh, the colors you talk about. Trails. That was years ago. Gene's no longer with us because of fucking cancer. And now Sister Vicky has it. Lost my dad to it, lost my brother Les to it. Man, cancer sucks. I saw a guy had a bumper sticker on the back of his car yesterday. It said, "Fuck cancer." So I need to get one out. Anyhow, it was fun. Can you imagine trekking through those woods, tripping balls? It was worth it. I haven't done that in a long time. Done mushrooms not too long ago, but acid, I haven't done that in a long time. So when I was, I was probably in my, I want to say 30s. Yeah, so like 30 years ago. Now my kids, that's a different story. But they're younger. Okay. See what's people saying. Dred's laughing. The keg was at the top of the mountain. Yeah, it was a long hike through those woods to watch fireworks while you're tripping. But we wanted to be close, and we were fucking super close. I shouldn't be cussing. I'm not supposed to be cussing anymore on YouTube. Why should I see that crane? They're my little bug all the way across the lake. Last time I was down here, there was a guy in a kayak. Coming up on those geese. Maybe they'll stay put so you can see them. Never ban cuss words. You don't think so, Dred? How can they? Be impossible. They wouldn't have anybody left on YouTube, right? That's what I'm thinking. I don't usually cuss that much. Guess it's a cussing day today. For me. There's those geese. Hope they don't have eggs because they'll be chasing after me. What are you doing, geese? What are you doing over there? Sometimes when you see pairs, that's when they have a nest. It was looking at me. See, there's the other one behind the weeds. If you stop cussing, they don't understand. Yeah, that's, I don't know. I never read the new terms of service, but that's what people said it says. You're not supposed to cross. Oh, did he just go in the water? Oh, it's a fish jump. Gosh, Charlotte. I think he just went in the water and went under. Oh, it's a fishy jumping. I can't wait to go hiking. Talking about going back to Hocking Hills and camping and hiking this fall after Jessica's festival season is over. The whole family. She wants to get the whole family together and do a camping trip. We haven't done that. Oh my gosh. I think Ida was like 4, maybe 5. It came up in my memories the other day, but I forget the year. She's 8. And yeah, about 3 years. It's terrible. Oh, thanks, Ted. Yes, that's what we want to do. I went to Kentucky and rented an Airbnb. That was fun. If you take the whole family, it's cheap. Yeah, we went and saw caverns. And I made this video of these underground caverns that we went to. And it didn't get saved. I was so bummed. But there's some you can see. I think it's labeled Kentucky something. I smell honeysuckle or something. What is this? Does anybody know what that is? Apple? Pear? Is that apple? I went to Washington, D.C., but we missed the cherry blossoms. Saw a little bit of them. It was at the tail end. Yeah, we've been in a lot of places. I'll tell you, it's the way to go. Take the family or people. Are those turtles? Are those turtles over there? Can you guys see them? Right there. Are those? As far as I can go. Yeah, those are turtles, aren't they? I don't see well far away. Are those turtles? Cannot tell. There, right there. What about Florida? Oh yeah, I had turtle soup. It was here though, in Ohio. I had alligator in Florida, alligator tail. It's illegal. Just don't tell anybody. And I had rattlesnake in Florida. Tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. But yeah, I had frog's legs here. Squirrel, turtle soup. I think that's it. But yeah, when I lived in Florida, I lived in Titusville, Florida for 4 years. I was working on the road, flagging. I was a flag person. And the boss had snagged an alligator along the water there by the road. And he showed me, he said, "Don't tell anybody, Charlie." He called me Charlie. He said, there's an alligator. So we're going to have it Friday night. We're going to have alligator tail. We're going to do a barbecue. Hey, man, he did. He did it up. It was good. But yeah, it tasted like chicken. And then we were drinking and camping, had a fire. And somebody had a rattlesnake. They brought it and cooked it up. Turtle soup was really good. Yeah, turtle's good. Mm-hmm. Everybody eats gator in Florida. It's illegal though. You can't. It was when I lived there, and that was in the 80s. I don't know about now. But yeah, had grouper there for the first time. Grouper's really good. Shark. I really didn't like shark too much. But the grouper was good. We lived on a boat, Dad, when I lived in Florida. You can buy a gator in the store. Can you? Oh, wow. You couldn't back then. Yeah, when we first got there, we lived in the van. Me, the ex-husband, and let's see, we had 3 kids then. 3 kids and a German Shepherd. Went through a hurricane in that van. We thought it was going to blow away. That was scary. And then they had this drawing at the store. And I always put my name in it. And it would get up and up and up until somebody won. It was like, I don't know, $300 or something. And I won it. And the store man, I was telling him, well, we've been living in our van. We just got here. And he said, well, the little girl, let me tell you something. He said, the little girl, she picked somebody's name and she dropped it. And then she reached back in and picked your name. I'm like, oh, wow. It was like a God wink. Mister, keep on. Oh, shit. Dummy me didn't bring my. Keep on something. Hey, Mister Buttercup Baby. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't see you either. I'm sorry. I miss you, Mister. I don't know why Blackbird can't get somebody to help him unblock people. He said he doesn't want to make anybody an admin for his channel. So, if he did, they could do it. And I don't blame him really for that. But yeah, so we rented a house and they let us make payments on the, back then it was $300 a month. That was in the 80s. And they let us make payment on the deposit because it was $600 to get in. My ex-husband, he worked on boats. He worked in the marina. He was fiberglass boats. Mr. Master Blaster. Yeah, we saw a lot of the space shuttles take off, but we never got to see a landing. We moved the year they were doing the landing, before the landing, so we didn't get to see it land. But we saw night. They took off at night. You could actually read a newspaper. It was so bright out when they took off at night. I worked at the Pelican Point Inn. I was a sous chef. And he was a boat fiberglasser. And then later on, I got a job flagging. When we lived in Kansas, I built bridges. I built bridges and I laid railroad track. And my bosses always said, I'd hire you before I'd hire 10 men. Because I wouldn't quit. Didn't need to take any breaks, didn't smoke. Yeah, I was a hard worker. Oh my gosh. I was the only girl on the all-male crew for a while laying railroad track. I'll never forget the day I swung my spike ball. It hit the top of the... we had to put down so many spikes, and then I think it was 5, and then the 6th one we got to put down with an air hammer. Man, I'm getting winded. And my spike ball clipped off the top of the rail, hit me in the knee. I went down, and I would not cry in front of the men. I would not do it. And they were like, you okay, you okay? And then somebody dropped a rail on their foot, and then couldn't come back to work next day till we bought steel-toed boots. If we showed up at work the next day without steel-toed boots, we couldn't work. Anyway, it was fun. And we only had, all my bosses were very lenient. We only had to wear hard hats when the bigwigs came in. And they flew in. We had to have our hard hats on. Any other day we didn't because it was so hot. It's like 110 degrees in the sun. Or in the shade, in the sun. Yeah, when I was building bridges, they hired this little, well, let me back up. On the railroad, they hired this girl. She was a Barbie doll. She had her fingernails painted. You know, she was, I zoomed in. She was a little Barbie doll. She quit. She worked one day and quit. And then they hired this girl. She was tough. Me and her, the boss bet us we couldn't take the ice tong things and pick up a railroad trolley with him on it, lift him. We said, oh, you're on. He said, extra case of beer on Friday, because he always bought a case of beer on Friday after work. We lifted his ass up, and we got an extra case of beer that Friday. But on the bridge, it was above a railroad. And then every time the train, there was this little 90-pound girl there. Every time a train went by, she laid down flat on the bridge. I think she lasted probably 4 days. I don't think it was a week. It was either 3 or 4 days. But yeah, it was funny. But I always liked working outdoors. I never liked working inside. And then I got to the point where I couldn't work anymore. But yeah, that was fun. Good times. I wish it would have been like back in the day when we had cell phones. I could have took videos. I don't even think I have any pictures. I'm going to sit on this bench right here and watch this fountain for a minute. Catch my breath. Whew. But yeah, my boss, he gave me a really good resume when I left. Or not a resume, but a recommendation. And when I ran the boom truck, when I was putting down railroad track and I ran the boom truck, was laying the rails, all the guys would joke and say, oh, Charlie's on the boom truck, run. But I was good on that boom truck. And he wanted me to travel. He wanted me to go. And old man said, no, you're not staying away from me. Anyways, we've been divorced for, oh my gosh, we got divorced and Jed was he just turned 2 and he's 30. He was born in 85. So what's he's 20, 30 something, 36, 37. I don't know. Can't do that math that quick in my head. Yeah, I got all kinds of stories, guys. If I can remember them when I'm going live, you know. I could tell you so many stories. And I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert, there, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Well, the boys are still over there fishing because I checked on them when I was going around the turn where I could see them. I should get down there and see what they're doing. No, I better not. Who knows what they're doing? I know they might be smoking. Hopefully they're not drinking. Or if they are, the one that's driving isn't. But I bet they're smoking. Not cigarettes. They don't smoke cigarettes. Isn't that weird? People won't touch a cigarette, but they'll smoke pot. They're just putting shit in your lungs. I'll do edible once in a while. Dude that's staying with my sister Vicky Clay, he made edible chocolate chip cookies. And then Jesse, my friend Jesse, gets medical because it's just medical's legal here, no recreational. So Jesse he went online, he got the medical, and he gave me gummies. But yeah, I don't like putting any smoke in my lungs. Oh, thank you, Buttercup baby. Yeah, there's the bug. It should be recreational, I agree, Dred. Yep, there's my baby. That car's so easy on gas. Easy to drive, it's easy to maneuver, do U's in. Some people call it flip a bitch. What time is it? I mean, how long have I been on? 48 minutes. Well, hey, I could get my frickin' cheaters now and be able to go back and read the chat. I always keep them in the car and then dummy me don't remember to put them on me when I'm getting out of the car. Chili me. Okay. Come on, Cheetos. I had cataract surgery and they put these lenses in now. Now I can see 20/20. My vision's 20/20, which is nice. I'm so grateful. So nice that I could do that. Get to Goldschlager. Oh my gosh, that's a story. Me and my daughter Jessica was out drinking Goldschlager, and we drank. People keep buying us shots, because back then, we had the figures of Madonna. In fact, I had the same exact. Hey, Roy, I had the same exact measurements as Madonna when I was younger. Anywho, we were at a bar drinking Goldschlager. We had to call her brother to call my son Charlie to drive us home because we were both drunk and puking. It's my first time here at one of your live streams. Well, thanks, Roy. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. I really like watching the old mechanic do his farming because my dad ran a dairy farm. Or not my dad, my grandpa ran the dairy farm. He sold milk to the bulk tanks. He sold cow milk. Anyways, dairy farm. And then my dad raised beef cattle. And oh my gosh, it was such hard work growing up on the farm because we had to do everything. Bale hay, do the garden, pick vegetables. Man, I gotta get these windows down. It is hot. This black interior. So, you can imagine. Yeah, farming's hard, but I really enjoy watching him ride around on his tractor. I need a job. Hire me. Well, Dred, come help me on my house, dude. Have you watched the videos on that house? Anyways, yeah, farming's hard work. It's really hard work. And Dad, he worked for the state. He drove the snow plows and stuff. He worked for the ODOT. And he didn't want to retire. They had to force him to retire. And then when he retired, he kept raising beef cattle and working the farm. And, yeah, he's gone now, fucking cancer. I'm an orphan. I don't have a mommy or a daddy. Mom was COPD. She didn't quit smoking soon enough. Yeah, that house was my grandma's, and then it was my mom's, the house I'm in now. And I needed to do a movie of how it looked before and after, but people who were living in there, they destroyed it. So I had to rip up carpeting, and yeah, it was a mess. And I had to I had to empty it first. I had to get a roll-off dumpster and empty the freaking house first. I think you were in there a couple times, Dred, when I was working on the house. Yeah. Aw, Dred only cares about me and Blackbird. Aw, Dred, you're sweet. Yeah, try to take care of the boy. Wasn't it you always said, take care of our boy, Charlotte? I try to take care of him. Sometimes I have to jump out of there because people say mean things about me. I wonder if I could. It's old. It's 1840s. It's an old house. Buttercup, that's a good idea if I could. Well, yeah, I'm still working on it. It'll get done eventually. Everything gets done eventually. It just takes time. But yeah, I got some stories. I forget what I was talking about before. Oh my gosh. I saw Madonna live. I saw Madonna in concert. My daughter sent in a picture, and real sexy picture, and she got to be in the Golden Triangle. She got 2 free tickets to the Golden Triangle, which is right. Madonna was sweating on her, put it that way. So she already had 2 tickets for her and daughter-in-law Angie, Charlie's wife, which would be Jessica's sister-in-law, of course. So she gave her 2 tickets that she'd bought to me and Ariana, which is Angie's older daughter from her first marriage. And me and Ariana were up in the nosebleed seats, but we could see her. We could see her on the big screen. I was just glad I was there, and we were dancing. I can't read my phone. Outside screen disappears. Oh yeah, I was having a hard time reading it out here in the sun, Buttercup baby. Oh, I know what I was talking about. So Charlie picked us up from the bar and had to drive us home. Well, actually, he had somebody drop him off. And he drove my car and drove us home. But yeah, me and Jessica puked on that golden slaughter, big time. Poor Charlie. We were in the back seat with garbage bags, just puking. You're 36, Drad? I never knew that. I'm 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. I'll be 67 in May. Older sister Vicky was born in May. Younger sister Marcy was born in May, and her twin Marty. He got killed in a car wreck when he was 17. That was my first experience with someone dying. Anyway, yeah. So all three of us girls were born in March, and Marty, and then Les, my older brother, died from cancer. He was born in April. Dad was born in April, and Mom was July. But that's why we went to Vegas, and I met Rosie and Blackbird, because we went to Vegas for all three of our sister's birthday in May. And I knew we were going, so I texted Rosie and texted Blackbird. That was fun. I still wish that video wouldn't have got taken down. I should have streamed, but I wanted, he wanted. He said, "You care if I start my stream?" And I was like, "No, go ahead." So he was streaming, so I didn't want to stream when he was streaming. So, but I always have it in my memory. It was funny though. It was funny. We had a good time. Eventually, the two sisters left us, and we went gambling. Yeah, I had a blast. And then met Mr. Z, because he was with Rosie. Yeah, I can't wait till festival season starts up again. One of her festivals, the first time you saw Tina Turner while doing shrooms, freaked me out because I couldn't find my way out of the circling Coliseum building. Oh, that's funny, Buttercup baby. That's awesome you got to see Tina. Oh my gosh. It was like the building had no corners, huh? Oh, that's awesome. That's a good story, Buttercup baby. And I've seen the Rolling Stones twice, once in Denver and once in Pittsburgh. But yeah, Jessica's going to Yellow Springs. You guys have to look that up. It reminds me of Sebastopol. It's like a hippie town, and there's people playing on the streets, playing music, and they have a bunch of little cool, I hope that's not too much wind sounding in the microphone coming in through the windows. They have little shops in the town, people playing on the street. So I'm going to do a live stream there. Yellow Springs, Ohio. And then Comfest in Columbus. That's when the girls get to walk around nude. They don't get arrested. It's in Ohio, Buttercup baby. Yeah, it sounds like it'd be in California. Well, if it was in California, I'd have to stop at the Rancho. Yeah, Rosie told me and my sisters were welcome at the Rancho anytime. Come see her. And I have relatives that live in San Francisco. Or is it San Diego? Whichever one's closest to the Rancho. I'm not good with geography. Look at this blue jay feather. My daughter, not my daughter, my granddaughter, Edith. She's a little earth child. She'd rather be barefooted. She calls it bare feetin'. didn't wear shoes. And she'd give me this blue jay. It was at a music festival. She'd give me that blue jay feather. I've had it ever since. I saw this really cool bird out in my yard the other day. And it was iridescent. It had like iridescent wings. And it was sitting in the grass and the sun was shining down on it. And you could really see the iridescent colors in its wings. I keep thinking I should sneak up on them boys. Jesse keeps wanting me to hit the joint whenever I'm over at his house. He keeps trying to get me to smoke. Well, I don't know. I tried it and it made my anxiety worse. Maybe I need some sativa. Or no, not sativa, indica. Indicouch. Maybe I need some of that because it might calm my nerves. Let's look at the fountain. I'm glad they turned the fountain on. There's motion at your front door. There's always motion at my front door because of all the cars going by. You wouldn't think there'd be that many cars on that street. Dwayne was saying that the other day because there's not too many people live on that street. Well, I think they go down around that way and go up to Main or go up to Washington Street, go out to the hospital. I think that fountain lights up at night. I'm not sure. Let me see who was all in here. Oh, it doesn't let me go. It only lets me go back so far. And we were talking about the alligator. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a cool story to tell you guys. Yeah, I think so too. Yep. Yep, it's a cool town. I've never been, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then I started to tell you about ComFest. It's a big festival in Columbus, Ohio, and they have like a hoodoo parade. They have a big LGBTQRSTV, WXYZ, as he says. They have a big celebration there, and Pride, that's what it is. And then they have vendors and live bands set up in Goodale Park. Or it's pronounced Goodall, but it's spelled Goodale. But it's Goodall. It's named after, I think, the mayor, one of the mayors. Oh, wouldn't that be cool to see him? That'd be awesome. Anywho, yeah. ComFest is going to be awesome. It's going to be off the hook. But I can't film the naked girls. I don't think I can film them even if their titties are painted. I'd probably get in trouble. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be a good time. Man, people just come into the booth and they'll say, "Hey, you want to buy this? You want to buy that?" It's pretty cool. I told Jessica she ought to write a book someday, and she said no, because it would expose all our secrets. Because they have their own language. Yeah, I will, Buttercup baby. I'll keep a sharp eye out for Dave. That'd be so cool to see him. Because I'm not shy. I'll walk right up to him. So I've been streaming for almost an hour now. Time goes fast. Does anybody know what time it is? Oh, wait. My grandson showed me this trick I can pull down from the top. Oh, it's just showing me the stupid things that have been popping up, my notifications. It's not showing me the time. Does anybody know what time it is, please? Thanks, Buttercup baby. 4:06. I wonder it's hotter. It's supposed to be 58 now. Somebody said it was a mile around the lake. So it's the same if I walk up top. Well, when I walk up top, I have to walk around 4 times because that's a quarter track. They used to run those Surrey buggies on it. It used to be a dirt track. Now it's all paved. But yeah, and then I saw the track team was down here, and one of the kids said it's a mile. They were running around the lake. And Landon had a track meet last night, and Kim thought I was still with Vicky because Vicky had chemo yesterday. But I was home at 4:30. I wasn't home in time to get Riley off the bus, but I was home in time to go to Landon's track meet. But she didn't think I would be, so she didn't tell me about it. And apparently he pole vaulted. Man, he put a video on Instagram. He's good at pole vaulting. He's like a natural. He's the first time he tried it. He didn't do it last year. Anyways, I missed Landon's first track meet. I was sad. Yeah, I was on Instagram last night a little bit, and I saw where he posted a video of him pole vaulting. I was like, what the heck? I didn't even know he had a meet. I told she'll have to send me the schedule. So I don't know if they have one tonight or not. She's working right now. Kim's a dental assistant, and then Jed's gas and oil. Landon got his permit. He wants to get a job, so that's good. Okay, so I think I'm gonna jump off of here. I'll go live again. I'm gonna have to think up some funny stories. I got a lot of them. Some of them are scary. I hope everyone has a good rest of your Wednesday and enjoy your evening. Blackbird's streaming, and I'll see some of you in there, I'm sure. Oh, I don't know, Buttercup Baby. He hopes so. He said he had work all this week with that at that job site. So I hope so, yeah. Well, it's a temp agency, so if this job's finished, he could go on to the next one, like he did his last one finished. So, hopefully. I just wonder if he's working to get enough. I don't know. I have no idea, but I wonder if he's working to get enough quarters for Social Security, because he's old enough to get Social Security. I don't know. I did ask him one time. He said something like that. Maybe he's working to pay off a fine. Who knows? Or maybe he's just working because he wants to work. But he needs some me time. He needs to. When he was unemployed, he should have just went. He could have always popped in and got his unemployment check and cashed it and went back out. He needs to have some fun in life. I'm so happy he gets to go to the Grateful Dead concert with his boss. That's so awesome. I'm sure he'll film it. I'm so happy for him that he gets to do that, at least. Oh, the Up and Running party is this Saturday. I was going to tell you about that earlier and I forgot. For the Grim Reapers Motorcycle Club that both my sons are in, Jed and Charlie. It's called the Up and Running party. They have to have their bikes up and running. They go do a poker run, different bars, and they hand out poker cards, and whoever wins the pot. And they have it's $15 to get in. I was saying the other day it was 20. I misquoted. It's 15 to get in the door, and they have 2 live bands play. They have food. It's always fun. It's always a good time. So, And down at the clubhouse, there's no reception. You can't make calls. There's no internet. It's in the boondocks, so I can record and upload. And last time I went, I recorded the bikes all leaving. This time I'm going to record them coming back in when they come back in for the party. Because this time I'm going to the party. I don't have to watch any of the grandkids, so I can attend the party. And you're not allowed to film inside the clubhouse. You used to be able to, but you can't anymore because the new president said no. So can't film inside the clubhouse, but I can film outside the clubhouse. So yeah, I can't film the bands. Kind of sucks, but gotta abide by the rules. Wouldn't want to get Charlie or Jed in trouble. But they have raffles. They raffle off guns and nice bottles of alcohol and whatnot. And they'll be selling T-shirts. I have to pick up a T-shirt for my daughter, Jessica. She's not coming. Yeah, so they do things to raise money for the club, and it's a good time. I mean, $15, where else could you have good food and see 2 live bands? I know, right? Well, they had a Halloween party there. Well, they do every year, but one year I went and they had live bands, and that was the president before this one. I'd say it was probably about 4 years ago, maybe. And he didn't care, so I filmed the band that night. But can't do that anymore. But it'll be fun anyway. I'll have a good time. I just wish I could bring it to you guys, but just said I could film the outside. Anyways, I'm gonna get off here, guys. I'm gonna get going. I'm getting tired sitting here in the sun, beating on me. Like I'm sleepy. I think I'll go home and figure out what I'm gonna have for supper. But yeah, like I said before, I'll see you in Blackbird's stream, I'm sure. And thanks for everybody who came to my stream. I can only go back as far as Dread, but thanks to everybody who was in here. I know Caroline N was in here, remember that. Dread, Roy, Buttercup Baby, Mister. I miss Mister. He said Miss Mister. I can't think of who else was in here. And I can't go back all that way. But thank you so much, everyone who joined my live stream. And I always say that, I try to do more lives. I've just been so freaking busy taking my sister and doing what I got to do. It's got a lot on my plate, but this was fun. Nino! Hey, Nino! I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your evening, girl. I love you. I love you guys. You guys are like you're like my cancer support group. I'm just gonna say it. But you're like, I mean, really, I'm serious. You guys, thank you. You keep me going. Love you guys. Did you just join, Nino? I hate to leave now. Was you in here, Nino? You just wasn't saying anything? I'm supposed to, Miss Lulu's supposed to call me Friday and arrange a time to have a conference call with Blackbird. She doesn't do YouTube anymore, except for she follows this, well, I don't know if she'd want me to tell. I'll wait till I talk to her, but her life's just taking a different path. Yeah, Nino, you're always riding your bike. Good for you. And you got your grandbabies like I do. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in Blackbirds. Have you been baking lately, Nino? Have you done any more baking? Made anything new? I want to make that shake chicken, that chicken in a bag that Rosie makes. I keep forgetting. I think I have most of the spices because I have a big drawer full of spices. I like to cook. Yeah, everybody's busy. I get on YouTube in the evenings when I'm sitting because most of the day I'm running. Yeah, I will. I'll say hi. I will do that. She said she misses everybody and she's praying for everybody and she loves everybody. Yeah, I miss her. She was a big part of the chat. She was a mod and she was really good to Blackbird. 3 apple breads. Mm-mm. Oh my gosh, Nina, that sounds so good. Yummy. I used to make zucchini bread, apple pies, banana bread, banana cookies. Last time I made banana cookies, I was living in Circleville still, and I made them for Edith and Ida. They loved them. Used to make blackberry pie. Do you want a mod, Nino? I can use another mod. Add as moderator. What do they got now? Managing moderator can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live, and also capable of standard modes. Can review and remove chat modes and hide please. Oh, I want to do the hide put user and timeout one. Yeah, it's better to cook at home. Yeah, I agree, and it's better, especially baked goods. I mean, everything's so high. But yeah, that's why I cook at home. I rarely eat out. Buttercup baby stopped baking because it was making me fat. My cat craves brownies, so I bought her double chocolate muffins. Oh, I can't. Eli, the only thing he will eat, Buttercup baby, of human food is tuna fish, which is probably a good thing. But because he'd probably weigh like 30 pounds. But well, I don't know. He runs around a lot and keeps his weight in check. But yeah, he just tuna fish. And I don't give him a lot of that. But yeah, he won't eat any lunch meat. Like I'll offer him a piece of chicken, he won't eat that. It's weird. Piece of ham. I had some or sausages. I had sausages. He wouldn't eat that either. Muffins and cats go together. Let's face it. Yeah. I wonder if he would eat a little piece of muffin. Oh my gosh, Buttercup baby, my Kiefer cat that I had before, um, Eli, he was like 30 pounds because he would eat pretty much anything I would eat, which they say it's really not good to do that, but we love our pets. We spoil them. We probably shouldn't, but anyways, he was huge. People always say, that's the biggest cat I ever seen. They lived a good life. But mom's dog, she had a um, Jack Russell. That dog was mean. It bit everybody, even bit mom. Everybody hated that dog. I gave you a wrench, Dino. I don't have that many. Anyways, Hojo, that mom's Jack Russell, he was so mean. She'd feed him everything. She'd cook for him human food. She always fed him human food, and he got cancer. And the vet said, "Did you feed him human food?" And she said, "Yeah." And they said, "Well, you know how we can get cancer from the food we eat? So can animals, apparently." So, anyways, let me just turn around. He said, too many people down here. Thought maybe it was somebody I knew would come up, pull upside and talk to me, but dude just turned around. There's 3 more cars here now. Is that an airplane or a helicopter? Anyways, he was gonna have to have he had these big tumors come out on him, and he had to have was gonna have to have a leg cut off, and he was like 13 anyway. He was old. I think he was going on 14. Mom said, I don't want him to have his leg amputated. She said, and the vet said, well, you know, he's suffering. She said, well, she made the tough decision, the selfless decision, I think, to put him, that's just my opinion, to put Hojo down. But yeah, the vet said, don't feed him people food. She's only 5 pounds. Aww. My son Brandon, that lives in Chicago, had a little girl. Oh my gosh. BB. Her name was BB. Isn't that funny? Anyways, she was always tiny. She never gained weight. She was just a tiny tabby cat. She passed away. She was 17. Can you believe that? 17-year-old cat. And now they just have they had BB and Duke was a fluffy lion, one of those orange long-haired cats that looked like a lion. That's a funny story. Brandon wanted to give Sarah a cat for Valentine's Day, and the cats up there, they were real expensive, and he didn't want to like go to somebody's house to get one. So he told me, asked me to find one for her. So I saw one in the newspaper, and I had to go to the Hare Krishna's place, the Golden Palace in West Virginia. I had to go all the way there to pick up this cat, right? And it was spooky. Hi, Northern Girl. Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a good day. I had to go all the way to the Hare Krishna's, where the Golden Palace is. They're like a religious, I don't know, some people call them a cult. But anyways, I called him Harry Critter because I got him from the Hare Krishnas. But it was spooky going there. I was by myself, and they were in these like cabins, and the people who lived on the property. And I knocked on this door, and the guy come to the door, and he was strange. He opened the door, and I was kind of leery of him. He's like, yeah, the cats are over there in that building. If you can catch one, you can have it. And he shut it. He shut the door, and that's all he said to me. He was in like the white robes that they wear. And so I went and like caught that. That was the only cat I could catch, was the fluffy orange one. But I don't know if you guys have heard of them. Buttercup Baby, you probably have. The Hare Krishnas that live in the Golden Palace somewhere in West Virginia. And it was up this windy, turny road. And anyways, I was by myself, and I was kind of scared. Hey, Mew. And so I caught that one, and they named him Duke. But he passed away recently while they were home for Christmas. Matter of fact, they weren't there when it happened. That was so sad. And I think he was, I want to say 14. But yeah, they keep their cats till they pass away. That's how we do it. Anyway, now they have Chase. They only have one left. Every time one passed away, they'd get another one. So they had 2. So when they went away, they had, you know, another cat buddy to hang with. So now they have Chase. I don't know if they'll ever get another one now. I think they'll just have Chase. Your mom went on the tour? Well, that might be all right, because you're with a bunch of people. The Palace of Gold. I mean, it's beautiful. I'd love to, you know, go in and see it. But, you know, and the tour group would be the way to go. But when I went to the last funeral, when I in Morgantown, I saw what's it called? Penitentiary that's closed now, and they give tours there. And I've always wanted to tour that. And at Halloween, you can go in there, and it's really spooky. Charlie and Angie went, my son and daughter-in-law. They went and done the Halloween one at the Moundsville Penitentiary. Yeah. Is that where it's at, the Palace of Gold? It's kind of far from me. But yeah, it was spooky because it was getting dark by the time I got there. And you hear so many stories about that place. But yeah, it'd be nice if they let you stream if you go on a tour. That'd be awesome. I took a tour of our local museum. They wouldn't let me stream, so I took a bunch of pictures and I made a movie, and it's on my channel, the Belmont County Museum. Yeah, that Golden Palace was beautiful. How's it going, Mew? You doing okay? Hope you're having a nice Wednesday. Thanks, Nino. Thanks, hon. Yeah, I'm doing good, Mew. I didn't have anything to do today, so I cleaned the house and I thought I'm gonna get out while it's nice. So I came down here to the Park Lake, walked around the lake, saw my two grandsons fishing. So that was cool. Yeah, it's very quiet. Yeah, that's our lake. You can fish here, but you have to catch and release. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were in here earlier when I was walking around. You'll have to rewatch it. Yeah, Mew. Yeah, I can include you when if Gracie's supposed to get a hold of me Friday and see when she wants to tell me when her husband's home all week this week, so she can't do it this week. So she's supposed to get hold of me this Friday and tell me what day next week. It's just the Barnesville Park Lake. I don't know if it has a name to it other than that. It's just a lake at the bottom of our park. I think that is the name of it, the Barnesville Park Lake. I think it's man-made too. Now we have some lakes around us, big lakes. Seneca Lake. We have Bark Camp State Park. It has a lake. It's just called Bark Camp Lake. What's the other one besides Seneca? Salt Fork. It's near Cambridge, Ohio. It's a state park lake. Seneca's big. You can have all kinds of boats on it. Yeah, it is, Nina. It's people walk with their kids around here, and then some people fish, and then the park's up top where I usually walk, where you've seen me walk before, I'm sure. And they play baseball there, and then we have a swimming pool. They have a youth center. We used to have dances there, high school dances there. That was fun. Now it's rented for like, they don't have high school dances anymore, which is a shame. They have the sweetheart dance, of course, Valentine's. Yes, Seneca Lake is beautiful, Buttercup Baby. So you've been there? It's a really pretty lake. Yeah, now it's rented for, I rented it for Jessica's baby shower for her firstborn, Ida. And she didn't know about the sprinkle. Like Edith, she didn't have a baby shower. And Angie's sister-in-law, my daughter-in-law Angie's sister-in-law had a baby shower for her second, third, fourth. She had 4 girls. They kept trying for a boy. I think they're done. Anyways, Jessica said, why didn't I have a baby shower for Edith? And I said, I didn't know that you did that. You know, I thought you just had it for the first one, and then you used what you had for them. And Angie said, no, it's called a sprinkle. People do that now. Well, I didn't know. I didn't have a clue. You didn't know about the sprinkle? Oh, yes, rollers. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Nina said, wish they'd bring back roller skating rinks. And Buttercup said, me too. Yeah, we had one. We had one right in this town years ago when my mom was young. She went there. And it's a hardware store, and you still see the wood floors. They kept the wood floors, and they're varnished and polyurethane. You can still see that. There was the roller rink. And then there was one in the little town Bethesda where Jed lives, and Kim and Landon and Riley. And I went to one in St. Clairsville, our county seat. And they used to have what they called skate-ins, and you'd drop your teenagers off there. And they were supposed to stay in, and there was supposed to be a guard at the door the whole time so they couldn't sneak out. those little boogers would sneak out and stay out all night and run around St. Clairsville. It's a wonder they didn't get picked up by the cops. And then they'd come back, and I don't know how they. I think what it was. See, at the time I didn't know, I had no clue. They would just be sitting there waiting on me when I'd come and pick them up, like they were waiting outside for me. Should have been my first clue. But that's closed down too. That I think now is a pizza shop. I want to say Pizza Hut or Domino's. Yeah, and there's no more drive-in theaters. There's one in Lancaster, Ohio, which is close to Circleville. And Jessica took Edith and I to do it. And my kids have never been to the, or not my kids, my grandkids, except for those two, have not been to the drive-in theater. Because that's like 2 hours away. They'd have to be staying at Jessica and Andy's to go see a movie up there. Did you? Yeah. Did you have the 4-wheeled old white skates with the fluffy balls with the bells on them on your laces? I did, Buttercup Baby, and I could skate backwards. I could dance to the music. I'd probably fall as soon as I put them on now, because it's been too long since I've skated. Yeah, that's what we did. I mean, that was a big thing. Now they have the inline skates. I couldn't wear those. I tried ice skating. I couldn't do it. I kept like twisting. I'm gonna twist my ankle. I'm gonna break my ankle on these things. Tried skiing once too. I didn't like it. Never went again. And I like horseback riding. I love horseback riding. You were a skating queen? Heard yes, skating queen. I don't know, I was pretty good, but there were people who were better than me. But I loved to dance on my skates to the music. Yeah, it was fun. You go there and you flirt with the boys. And it was good times. Yeah, see, there's nothing for kids to do. I know people say that's like a cliche. Nothing for kids to do. Hi, guys. Love you. Oh, shits didn't even stop. Leonidas is waving out the window. He's 15. He still likes to hang with Grandma. Same as Landon. But the twins are 18. They don't even want to hang with their parents anymore. Leonidas, I should have put the camera. He was just smiling and waving out the window. Cartoons at the drive-in. Yeah, yeah, that was funny. Oh, that's cool. But your mom used to skate with the rink owners. Yeah, Nina, those things were awesome. Those cartoons. I remember, see, Mom and Dad took us to, we had a drive-in here outside of Barnesville called the Leatherwood Drive-In. It was on Leatherwood Road. I wish somebody would buy it and bring it back. But I guess the digital movies are really, really expensive. Anyways, Mom and Dad would take us. We saw John Wayne there a lot, because Dad loved John Wayne. Dad used to talk out the side of his mouth like John Wayne. And he was a man's man like John Wayne. Anyway, they'd take us to the theater, and the first movie we sat out on the blanket next to the car. And then the second movie we had to get in, and we fell asleep. So Mom and Dad got to enjoy the second movie in peace and quiet. We always have gone. When we lived so I was born in Akron, Ohio. And when we lived in Akron, there was a movie theater, and it had a big swing set in the front of it. And we'd all play on the swings before the movie started. And then when it started, we had to run and get in the car. Same thing, though. It was nice. We sat out on the blanket and had our snacks. And then when I took my kids, I'd make popcorn on the stove, the kernels, not in the microwave. I'd make popcorn, and I'd fill up a big paper bag, like you get at the grocery store, of popcorn. And then I'd fill up a gallon jug with Kool-Aid. We never had the concessions because it cost too much. And kids always wanted to go to the concession stand. So I said, tell you what, take your wagon, pick some blackberries, and we'll sell the blackberries. I bought some of those little pint container things, little cardboard containers. Well, it's real thick, like cardboard, to put the berries in. and they put them in their wagon. They walked door to door, and they sold them berries, and they made money for the concession stand. Because back then, only their dad was working. I wasn't working then. I didn't. He didn't want me to have a job, and then finally I said I need to have a job because it takes both. Things got not as expensive as they are now, of course, but things kept getting up there, and I wanted to work too. I wanted my own money. So then when I got a job, we could afford to do stuff like that. They didn't have to pick the blackberries anymore, but they sold the shit out of them blackberries. All the women wanted them to make their pies. And they couldn't get down in that. Oh my gosh, they would go in the strip pits. They would get scratched up. They'd pick them berries. Oh, cool. That's cool, I did that one time. I got in the trunk one time because our friends were going, and me and my friend didn't have any money, so we got in the trunk. They let us get in their trunk. We did it. We didn't get caught. I only did that one time. Oh, blackberry cobbler, yeah, and peach cobbler. I made the peach cobbler like Rosie made. I made her chili too. But not that chili, what's the boss call it? Hack job chili. I didn't make that one. I made the one she used to make. And sent her a picture of it. And the peach cobbler, she said, that looks better than mine. I don't know about that, Rosie, but it tastes good. There's a truck parked behind me. He's got his door open. Oh well, I think I'm gonna get out of here anyway. Gotta get back home to Eli. I'll be like, Mom, you didn't have to go anywhere today, and you left me anyway. Shame on you, Mom. You're making her chicken in the bag. See, that's what I was saying earlier, Nino. I want to make her chicken in the bag. I'm going to have to turn this off or I'll get a frickin' strike. I used to play music all the time and never got a strike. I got my first strike the other day because I was playing music. And I'm not monetized. Oh, they got a nice doggy. They got a golden retriever. They're walking. 4:40. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's time for me to go home and figure out what I'm going to have to eat. Try to get my seatbelt on and hold this at the same time. Okay, there we go. All right. Can't drive with the cheaters on. Yeah, she's just walking her doggy. All right. Take you guys for a little ride, and then I'll jump off here. Yeah, I enjoy this. I'll have to go live more often. Like I said, I've been super busy. Man, I wanted to ask them boys if they caught any fish. Well, the driver probably don't know my car. It's like, that's Grandma. Stop so we can talk to her. What's that? That's cute. What is that? That's a Buick. Buick Encore. That's a cute little thing. Oh, look at that color too. Hey, look at this doggy. I think maybe he's not a golden. Excuse me. Is he a golden retriever? He's pretty. Yeah, I think he's a golden. Or a labradoodle. I don't know. Pretty dog, I know that. A lot of people down here today because it's so nice out. I thought about parking my car right there because that's where I come up out of. And then I wouldn't have to walk down and around. But I did park it a little closer than I usually do. I usually park it up where that, right up above where that Buick was sitting, that blue car. And we'll get to go past our pool. And the playground where I always take Riley. Well, when she's at my house. When we're at her house, we go to the Bethesda Park. And we have some nice little parks in our town. But there's the playground where me and Riley and Lena go. Lena usually plays basketball, and we play at the park. And then there's our pool, the fence around it. They remodeled the pool. They put in this slide where you can slide down, and it has water on it. It's really cool. It's fun. There's where my friend Andrew's grandma lives, right there. Looks like somebody's there checking on her. She lives by herself. His grandpa passed away. And our park is one way in, one way out. There's a cannon and a flag. And we have what I call sleeping policemen that make you go slow. Well, there's one. I was going to say they're not having a baseball game. There's one looks like it's getting ready to start over there. Not very many cars here. Nobody behind me? Nope. There's that slide. The pool won't be filled till Memorial Day. But yeah, that slide will have, it's pretty high. That slide will have constant water running down it. I went down it. Go down fast. First I was like a little leery, but after I did it, it was like, oh, this is fun. There's the playground. The kids say they like the old playground better. It's this new one's like this one's new and it's more modern, but they like the old one better. And we have a little amphitheater where they have groups playing music. And my ex-husband played there. He sang in a group called Legend. They never made it big. They were pretty good, but they just played they played at the Fireman's Hall, you know, they played small gigs around here. They never ventured out. Barnesville playing somebody. I don't know who it is. I don't know who's red. Shady Side, maybe? Can't see their name. But this is where I usually walk. And if you walk 4 times around, it's a mile. But on the hotter days, I like to walk around the park because it's like 5 degrees cooler down there. My sister, Vicky's sister-in-law, lives there. Only remaining house in the park. My mom's house used to be right there where that tennis court sits. And when my stepdad died, he left it to Mom, and Mom gave it to the kids because she felt bad because kids were born and raised in that house. It was their mom and dad's house, so she signed it over to them. They sold it. She moved out to an apartment. Them kids sold that house, and that's where they put up the tennis courts. Anyway, that's my sister's sister Lost you there for a second. A thing came up, said low battery, 20% or something like that. Yeah, this streaming takes a lot. I had my phone was fully charged. Charged it overnight, and I haven't today because I've been busy. So yeah, streaming takes a lot, and I have my power pack is fully charged too. I made sure it was charged because I want to start doing more live streams. So I should have brought it. But anyways, I need to get off here because it's been over an hour and I'm getting hungry. I didn't have lunch. I had breakfast. I had eggs over easy, toast and coffee, and some Bob Evans sausage. And that was it. I don't know, 10 this morning, something like that. And I got busy. I didn't eat lunch. Ooh, it's Walk-In Wednesday today. I think it's $4.99. You can get a pizza at Domino's. You have to walk in and get it. Hence Walk-In Wednesday. And it's enough for like 2. Actually, you could eat 3 times on it, but I made it last 2 times. Oh, look at that baby. It's got her big sister there, but geez, Louise. It's awful little toddler to be close to the road. It's our little town. It's full of churches and pizza shops and banks. See, there's one back there, there's one there. It's like a church on every corner. For a small town, there's another church. For a small town, this town has so many churches, so many pizza shops, so many banks. It's one town. There's the grade school where my kids went to school. Right there. See, there's another church. I think I'll leave my car out of the garage because I do need to run some errands tomorrow. I want to go see if I want to increase my life insurance policy. Got to do that. And there was something else I had to do. I forget what it is. Lost you there for a second. All right, I'm home, guys, so I'm gonna jump off of here. Thanks everybody for coming in. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your Wednesday. I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'll see you at Blackbirds. And I'm gonna have me a couple beers. Guy finally mowed. Look, he finally mowed his grass. It was getting high. Looks nice. And the neighbors mowed yesterday. I'll show you after this car goes by. I don't wanna aim the phone towards that car. They mowed yesterday. Woke me up 8 in the morning. They mowed. I will, Buttercup baby. I will. All right, love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.